Hello everyone, Dante's Toys here, and today we're going to be discussing Maximum Series Spider-Man. Now, I know this has been a very controversial topic, whether or not we believe that there is perceived value in this. We're going to be discussing that. I know that a lot of people were upset at the price point. I know a lot of people were happy. I think in general, I think the consensus is that everybody agrees that this is the best Spider-Man that the Marvel Legends team has done, and nobody's arguing that. I think what people are arguing is the price point and the accessories, and that's one thing that I want to touch upon. This Spider-Man was $50, right? And according to the team, and from what I've seen, it's a whole new buck, new articulation, and a lot of people are very pleased with it. But then again, a lot of people are also saying that that's what Hasbro should be doing from the get, in their $25 price range. It's hard to say whether Hasbro would ever release or will ever release this Spider-Man in a $25 price point. We all know this is going to be reused for other Maximum Spider-Mans, whether it's the symbiote. Is there perceived value in this? This is when you're walking in a toy store and you pick up a figure, you pick up anything. Does the consumer believe that in the price point that this has, do I think that it's reasonable? Spider-Man's always gonna sell, and I think that it was smart that the Hasbro team picked Spider-Man as their first Maximum Series character. I think though, if the Hulk that is scheduled to release, if that was announced at $60, and that's a whole other argument that a lot of reuse in that one, but I think that if the Spider-Man would have been released after that Hulk, since that's a $60 price and this is the 50, who knows if the consensus would have been the same as that, the value for the $50. Who knows? I don't know. I'm sure that they have marketing people that run through the numbers and see how it works. This Spider-Man did sell out in a lot of places, but it's also available in many others. I think Hasbro, what they did was that they did the whole FOMO thing, where at first they released a certain amount, sold out quick, and then they were back up on pre-order, and then those sold out, and it's like a revolving door. And I think right now on Amazon, I think it is sold out. I think you still can get it in Big Bad Toy Store and some other places. I think you can pre-order on GameStop too. Is it a tactic? Yes. Is it deceiving? Is it deceptive? Spider-Man will always sell. I think Spider-Man is one of those characters that a lot of people, very desirable. Now, do I personally think that this is worth $50? No. And I'll tell you why. I think the problem I have is that you can find figures like the Renew Your Vows in the aftermarket for way more than the $50, right? This is essentially, it's still a Marvel Legends. And I know that's going to be hard to explain, but when it comes to feeling the plastic, when it comes to the articulation, the joints, yes, this might have way more articulation. I mean, I wouldn't even say way more, but more articulation. You could make it in better poses. It still looks like a $25 figure, right? As opposed to a import, an SH Figuarts, a Mafex. And I know that a lot of people were upset that the web lines were painted instead of sculpted. Does that look more premium? Absolutely. But is it comic book accurate? I mean, this looks like it's straight out of a McFarlane comic. The way he drew Spidey, it is accurate when it comes to that. I just think that what people are upset about is the price point. And I can't imagine that with whatever characters, I know that the Legends team said that they're going to be releasing one more by the end of the year. People speculate it's going to be Wolverine, Daredevil, Deadpool. Is that going to be the definitive version? Is this the definitive Spider-Man. I think for Marvel Legends, this may be, right? When it comes to the McFarlane look and everything. The Hulk is the ultimate version. We'll see. I don't own a Marvel Legends Hulk. The Hulk that I have is the, what is that one? It was a $30, I think the Diamond Select one. Yeah, which is a great Hulk. It just doesn't articulate. At the end of the day, I think that Hasbro, the accessories, that's like the hands, okay, that's a given. The mask, the second mask, it looks too similar to the one that he's already having. And the Peter Parker, it's not the best Peter Parker. And trust me, I try to always see the glass half full. And I appreciate this for what it is. I appreciate the collection that I have. I love Marvel Legends. I want them to do well. I want them to make good product. I want new people to come to the line and start buying these figures, and I think one thing that the Hasbro team does really, really well is that they release obscure figures that you're not going to see on another line. So do I want Marvel Legends to succeed? Yeah. Hasbro as a whole, as a billion-dollar company, do I think they skimp out? Yeah. These accessories, these aren't quality accessories. It's just they don't look all that great, to be honest. I got this figure because I do truly believe this is going to be the best Spider-Man Marvel Legends that I own. I love Todd McFarlane's drawing of Spidey. I really do like it, and I support the line. Do I think the price is ever going to go down? No. I don't think the Maximum series will ever go down. But at the end of the day, you support what you like, what you enjoy. I'm sure this is going to pose awesome. I do love how it looks. It's an awesome figure. But at the end of the day, it's still a Marvel Legends. And it's not going to compete with your imports when it comes to, sculpt, articulation, and all that. Are there Marvel Legends that can stand toe-to-toe to some imports? Absolutely. I don't collect that many imports. I just think that they're a little bit overpriced for what I want to get. And I think Marvel Legends does do a really good job of creating these characters, these heroes in 6-inch form that I really like. So I don't really have a need. I know that the imports are amazing, those Mafex, but as of now, I'm happy with Marvel Legends. So leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. If you agree, if you disagree, please do. And tune in for more content. All right, guys, stay safe.